Hello everyone, welcome back to the Intern Queen YouTube channel, your one-stop shop for everything internship and career. Hi guys, I feel like it's been a minute. We were brainstorming what kind of video to make for you, and I know everyone asks about interview questions all the time. We've made a ton of interview videos, but it seems like you guys want more. So the video that I put together today is really quick, and it's just 6 questions that we usually ask our interns in an internship interview. And I thought this might be helpful for everyone that's getting nervous and kind of freaking out and prepping for their own interviews. So here we go. The first question that we like to ask is why our company? So, you know, for us, that's why Intern Queen, but if it was Wells Fargo, it could be why Wells Fargo? Like, why is our company the place for you to work? And this is an opportunity for you to really connect the dots for the employer and to speak to, you know, why you're passionate about working for the organization and what the organization has going on that really gets you excited and kind of drives you. The second question that I like to ask is, what is the most relevant experience that you have, you know, looking at your resume versus this position? And I think the way to make sure that you're prepared to answer that is to make sure that you've gone back and looked at the job posting, right? Because that's where they say exactly what they're looking for. You might think you know what you're looking for, but if you don't go back to that job application form or that job listing that you filled out or looked at before you applied, you might not know. So again, what is the most relevant experience you have? And that just, I think, helps employers know what they should really pay attention to the most on your resume. The third question, what do you do to stay organized? Most workplaces these days are fast-paced. Everyone's using email and Slack and Instagram and phone calls and texting, and there's all these forms of communication, but I wanna know how you stay organized, right? Because if I hire you, I wanna be sure that you're not gonna get sort of lost in the communication storm. Fourth question, I like to ask, what is a challenge that you've been faced with and how did you overcome it? Right? And I think with that, you want to be a little bit careful. You can talk about a personal challenge, but don't get too into the weeds on this. We've talked about that before. You don't want to get too far into personal stories. I think it's great to talk about maybe a club that you were part of on campus, or a class that you were struggling with, or a group project where maybe there was a weak team member and you really had to kind of rise up to the challenge. But make sure that you have a challenge ready to talk about. The fifth question that we like to ask in an interview, what do you want to get out of this experience? When we hire interns, I want to make sure that not only are we learning from them, but they're learning from us. So you should have, 1 to 3 learning objectives that you're hoping to get out of this experience. So for example, if it's a PR interview you're doing, maybe you want to learn how to write a press release. Maybe you want to learn how to pitch a client, learn how to organize and build a media kit, right? There's all these different things. So make sure that you're thinking about that. And then the last question that we always ask, no matter what, is, do you have any questions for us? And is there a wrong answer? Yes. The wrong answer is to say, no, I'm all good. Impossible. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You're meeting us for the first time. Of course you have questions. There's no way you don't have questions. So make sure that before you go into the interviews, you're getting prepped and you have a list of 5 to 10 questions so that you can ask 1 to 2 of them at the end of the interview. All right, everybody.